Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. So as you can see, nothing has changed so far. The resistance around 42,000 is still there. It's holding the price, and also the price of Bitcoin is showing some sort of a consolidation between this 40,000 to 42,000 price area. So what should we expect next? Because on my yesterday's video, when we talked about this descending trend line, since the price of Bitcoin has already broken out of this previous temporary line, even flipped it into support. After that, we saw this really nice bounce. But the question right now is, will the price break this 42,000, or why is this 42,000 acting as a strong line of resistance for Bitcoin? Because we know, according to this example here to the upside, if the price of Bitcoin is going to show any sort of a weakness, it doesn't mean that we have to see a massive price pullback here in this manner. It could be some sort of a temporary pullback, right? Price finding support and then again starting this move here in this manner, because we know this 42,000 here in the medium short term is a strong line of resistance. Let me show you this example here. So now if you look at this price action of Bitcoin here in a 4-hour time frame using this central pivot range indicator, which is a leading indicator, and it gives us information beforehand, and that's why we knew around this 42,000 we are going to get a resistance, not just only the top of the CPI line, also the double bottom formation, and this neckline was also somewhere around 42,000. So that's why we knew around this 42,000 we have some strong line of resistance for Bitcoin. But we know if we do see any sort of a weakness in price action of Bitcoin, and also a retracement towards this central CPI line, which is lying around 41,000 area, this 41,000 is going to be one of the strongest line for Bitcoin here in the medium short term. And I strongly believe that after that, we could be again trying to break out of this top CPI line. And for us, it's very, very important that the price breaks this 42,000 and flips into support, because if we do that, then we are well aware the next potential price target is lying between this 44,000 price area. And if that also gets broken, then we know for this March month, the monthly R1 line is our potential upward price target, which is somewhere around 47,900 to 48,000 price area. So let's see whether the price of Bitcoin is going to break out of this 42,000 resistance or not, because staying around the CPI line is also a very good sign, because we know if the price of Bitcoin decided to close the monthly between this CPI line, the next month CPI line is going to be more of a parallel CPI line, or so-called horizontal CPI line, because in that case it will show us that the price of Bitcoin could be slowly changing its trend duration. Because here, if we look at this in a whole, the price was clearly following this movement, right, descending CPI line. As you can see, each and every CPI line acted at the resistance. But now, if the next month CPI, if the price is going to remain between the CPI line, then the next month CPI is going to be more of a parallel CPI, which will indicate that the trend could be slowly changing from there on. And not just only this double bottom or the CPI indicator, the top CPI line acting as a resistance around this 42,000, this here, the descending broadening wedge in a daily time frame, is also acting as a resistance. The upper line area, if you follow this upper line area, you can see resistance, and yesterday when the price of Bitcoin approached around that area, you can see exactly after reaching there 42,000 we got this retracement. And now if this retracement is going to last longer, then we know between this 40,000 42,000 is where we could be seeing more of a consolidation, and this rising trend line again around this 40,000 could be another strong line of support for Bitcoin. So what we want here in a daily time frame, also through this descending broadening wedge, is to break the resistance and flip it into support, because if we do that, then you can see this 45,000 resistance line is going to be our potential upper target, and after that we could be starting this new journey towards this 50,000 price area. So let's see how this one is going to play out as well, because right now if you look at this price structure in a daily time frame using these moving averages, another very, very interesting scenario is being unfolding. Let me show you here. So now, before I switch into other chart, I just want to make you aware to all the traders watching this video right now, we have around 8 $8,200 crypto exchange bonus. For example, Bybit is providing around 4,100, which I consider the best one, and also Femex is providing around $4,100 bonus. So the total of $8,200 bonus is provided for you if you sign up using my ref link, and the bonus will be deposited or credited only after your initial deposit. Now let's switch the chart. So as you can see, this is also in a daily time frame, and I am using this 50 exponential moving average, and the green one is the 20 exponential moving average. If you have been following me for a while, I have showed you that whenever this red line, which is the 50 exponential moving average, crosses above this 20 exponential moving average, after that the price of Bitcoin has shown this reversal. Right? After that, trend reversal. But when you see the opposite happening, I mean the green line, which is the 20 exponential moving average, crossing above this red line, the 50 exponential moving average, after that we have seen some really nice impulsive price movement. You can see crossover happened where the green line appeared at the top, red line at the bottom, really nice impulsive movement. Vice versa, I mean the red line started appearing at the top, right, and the green line at the bottom, just like here, indicated a trend reversal. Here, before we had this massive movement, you can see the green line started appearing at the top, right, red line at the bottom. After that, a new impulsive price movement. This right now is still a bearish crossover, but things could be changing very soon. If you monitor the price structure around this area and also look at this moving averages, maybe here in the upcoming days we could be witnessing this crossover happening where the 20 exponential is going to cross over this 50 exponential moving average. And in the past Bitcoin, we have seen whenever that has happened, after that the price of Bitcoin has showed some really nice impulsive movement. So we also want this moving average crossover to happen here in the upcoming days to confirm this movement here to the upper direction. And not just only this one here, guys, today I also want to have a quick look on Ethereum price action. Let me switch the chart here. So now let's look at this price action of Ethereum starting in a daily time frame, because we can see very clearly, guys, the price of Ethereum has been following this rising trend line, because with each and every retracement what we have seen here in the past Ethereum price action, the price after reaching this rising trend line has found a very strong support. And right now, since the price is also showing this really nice impulsive movement, how far is this trend going to continue? Because if you follow this movement here and simply at this falling trend line, you can see very clearly, guys, the price of Ethereum has broken out of this symmetrical triangle. And this symmetrical triangle, if you look at this right now, you can see the line, the upper line, which has acted as a strong line of resistance, has already been broken, and now we could be also starting this new trend from here on. So according to this symmetrical triangle, if the price is going to follow this movement here to the upside, then we can see the price of Ethereum could be slowly heading towards this 3,500 to 3,600 here in the upcoming days. But we also have some strong line of resistance lying around, because if you simply follow this previous resistance area, this one here, another one here between this 3,200 to 3,300 area. So first, what we want for the immediate short term, this resistance around $3,000 to be flipped into support, because if this $3,000 resistance is going to be flipped into support, our next potential target is 3,200, 3,300, and also flipping that into support, you can see we could be heading towards our final target from this symmetrical triangle, and that could be around 3,500 to 3,600 price area. But if you also look at this price structure here, not just only in a daily time frame but also in a 4-hour time frame, another very interesting price movement could be also seen here. Because if you look at this for the immediate short term and simply at this parallel channel formation, we can see very clearly, guys, the price of Ethereum is trying to remain inside this ascending channel. So if the support here from this lower line going to get broken, then we know for the immediate short term, the previous resistance line around 2,800 could be retested one more time before price again starts showing any sort of a impulsive movement. We can see very clearly, guys, see any sort of a retracement, then these two lines are going to hold the price, and price of Ethereum after that could be trying one more time to break out of this 3000 and also head towards this 3500 to 3600 price area. And beside this, guys, what we can also see in a daily time frame, let me switch this quickly in a daily time frame and look at these indicators here to the downward duration, because if you look at the MACD is clearly flashing this bullish crossover for Ethereum. Every sell line above 50 level, which is a very good sign, and also the T3 CCI in a positive territory, which is indicating right now the trend for Ethereum, right, could be in favor of bulls. So that's why even if we are going to see any sort of a retracement, as I've already said you, this 2800, 2700 is going to be a strong line of support, and after that I'm actually expecting this trend to continue here towards this 3500 to 3600 area. So these are some of the interesting price movement that I wanted to share with you regarding Ethereum and Bitcoin. If you enjoyed my work, then please hit the like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.